Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mindy and today we're going to talk about INTJs and ENFPs and 3 things that I have noticed that INTJs like of ENFPs, or 3 reasons why INTJs like ENFPs. Before I start, I want to remind you that you can buy me coffees, treat me to coffee. If you enjoy my content, you have the link below, and please subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos per week. So number 1, they like, or they value, INTJs value that they can help the ENFP. They see the ENFP's problems as easy and a piece of cake. The ENFP can come to the INTJ with this emotional turbulence, relationship problem, or you can even call it existentialist problem. And the INTJ will look at that problem, will hear it, and will say like, that's so easy in their head, how to solve it. And then we'll come up with a solution that would be like, wow, for the ENFP. Like, they wouldn't have expected to look at the situation in that particular way that the INTJ is doing. So the INTJ will feel like they are helpful, useful, but also they will feel like the ENFP's problem are entertaining. That's a number 2, actually. One thing that the ENFP does for sure to the INTJ, or that's what I think, is like the ENFP entertains the INTJ. They amuse them with just by being themselves, with their smiles, with the things that they come up with, the things that they say, the things that they're thinking, but even their problems amuses the INTJ, or at least that's what I've seen. This is something the INTJ would think, please correct me INTJs if I'm wrong, but the INTJ would say like, this problem, this subject is something that I would have never thought of it that way. It excites them to see how the brain of another person works in such a, you can call it complex way or just different way. And at the very end, to the INTJ, that problem seems to them like it's so easy peasy and it's simple, and they can just think like, oh, but you can solve it this way. But nevertheless, they will feel like, okay, this somehow I've noticed that the INTJ gets entertained by the ENFP problems as well as by the ENFP themselves, just by being themselves. And the 3rd thing that I wanted to mention in this video is that the INTJ, they feel like the ENFP has this sort of fairy in their heads. So they wonder, how does this world works? They notice that the ENFP has this capacity to be very positive, to look at the world with rainbows and butterflies, and like walk on the street and see a flower and be amazed by it and be in such a good mood, feeling like I want to dance now, and they would dance. And the INTJ will look at that and will feel like very good because they're seeing that, of course, and they will be entertained, but also they will feel just good and warm inside. But they will wonder, how does that brain work? Because they are just very different. But at the same time, there is this admiration for this amazement that the ENFP has for life. The INTJ will wonder like, is there a fairy in their head? Is that what is it there? So they will wonder, how does that complex world works? And I imagine sometimes that the INTJ would think something like, is there wonderland in this brain? But at the same time, the INTJ has seen also, if they're in a relationship and they've been together for a long time, or in the long term like friendship as well, they would notice that yes, the ENFP is not always rainbows and butterflies. They also have their very deep down moments. But as I said, like, the INTJ is one of the few people that can deal with that can be okay with that do not feel like, oh, you're a burden, or you are overwhelming me or making me feel sad, or any of those things. And they will still keep the ENFP in most of the cases in this like position of that this person is still, even though they have these low moments, this person just enhances my life and uplifts my life and myself. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I think the INTJ values of the ENFP. Of course, there is more things. I'm not saying that this is everything. I'm saying these are 3 things that I thought of and that I'm sharing. Please, you in the comment section, you can also share what you think. If you agree with what I'm saying, I would really love to hear it. And if you think that it's not true, I always want to hear it as well. And please like this video so you help me to grow my channel more. Subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos per week, and buy me a coffee. I would really appreciate that. If you want one-on-one consultations, and you can have also discussions with me about MBTI, I have an email here down below. So till next time.